All right, ladies and gents, we're back. Another Sunday roast, and we are actually doing it on Sunday this time. So, rules are simple, okay? If you want to be featured, all you gotta do is after the live stream ends, leave your IGN, which is your in-game name, your username, in the comment section, how long you've been playing, and what you need help with. And then next week, we're gonna choose people at random. You might be one of them. We do these every week if we hit 300 likes on the live stream. So keep the engagement high and we will keep them going, okay? So be sure to drop a like. It's free. All right? That's all I ask. Out here getting all my Spider-Man uniforms to Mythic. You know how he goes. Long overdue. But anyways, let's get it. Let's see who's the first victim of the night or morning, depending on where you guys are at. How are we doing, chat? Keep in mind, the live chat is not the comment section. Hey, you know what's crazy? The first comment on the live stream is actually a lot. Oh my god, you guys, this comment is so long. Just for that reason alone, I had to choose her. Allie? Oh gosh, we have to choose Allie. The level of detail. Okay? Let me show you. Let me actually try and pull this up for you guys, okay? Hold on. That's actually nuts. The level of detail that she explained. Like I'm gonna say it's a girl just because I know Kate and this is the way how she tells stories or she goes about explaining stuff. Most guys will just give you A, B, C, D, and that's it. She went into detail. It's crazy. Okay. So let me pull this up so you guys can see the comment that I am talking about, because this is quite a lengthy comment. And let's pause that to mute that. And let's go to the comment section. And let us go. If I can find it. YouTube, you suck. For some reason, it's not letting me scroll enough to find it. Give me 1 second, boys. I'm just trying to show you guys the comment that she left us. It's actually pretty insane. It's funny. Some of y'all don't even see when you get chosen. Yeah, I can't find her. God damn it. Okay, let's do it another way. Comments. Alright, you guys are just gonna have to take my word for it because I don't want to keep you guys here too long. This comment is just extra long. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so Black Wing is the person. I don't know if it's a girl or a guy. The length of the comment just has me thinking it's a girl, but we'll see. Black Wing, if you are here, let's actually let's go. Hey Kate, what's up? All right, so Black Wing, we roasted Black Wing in June. So the comment starts off like this: Concerning my account, I am 100% free to play, VIP 0. I started during the Infinity War update, played for like 2 weeks, stopped until endgame, played for a year, stopped a week before the Guardians of the Galaxy update, May 2020, again the details, and started again in early November 2020 until now. So in total around 2 years of playing, I would say. I actually started saving for Black Friday, so I don't think I'll buy anything until then. That's perfectly fine. That's a smart thing to do. We're close enough anyways. For my roster, I have... Hold on. For my roster, I know I have Rage on Jean. I love her. I play her daily, mainly for story mode, so I want to keep it on her. Agreed would be better than the Rage on your Jean, right? If all you're using her for is story, Agreed is good enough. Trust me. So he's saying he has a Rage on Jean because he uses her for story, but I would say just use Agreed for that, because at least then she's PvP viable as well. No judgments, so no tier 3 rogue. Jessica Jones is one of my favorite Marvel characters. That's why I built her with all the other defenders, and why I have a proc on her. I also use her for ABX, I guess combat female. Okay. Well, I'm kind of hoping that Crescent is gonna be good, but we'll see. Still have some more details here about Blackwing's account. For Sharon, since I stopped the game during a while, I'm guessing for a while during something, but he says for Sharon, since I stopped playing the game for a while, since she was probably getting what? Either I can't read this or this is not worded properly. Anyways, for Sharon, since I stopped the game during a while, and since she will probably get a new uniform soon, that's the best I can do. The sentence is fragmented. Anyways, I prefer to wait for her next one, and this was 5 days ago, so that's actually pretty good that you're waiting for the next one. Okay, let's see. Luna, removed the Luna CTP of energy. Wasn't the best thing I know. Okay, so he had a CTP of energy on Luna Snow before. I'm pretty sure we told him to take that off, and he did, and he gave her just a regular. Okay, this is fine for her for now. If you that Rage on Jean, you might want to consider putting it on Luna if she gets a new uniform. Man had to reread English, bro. Sometimes you don't even know some of the comments I get, bro. Like, trust me, there's a lot of fragmented sentences, but it's okay. Anyways, let's see what else. Not this person. This person actually worded most of the stuff properly. Okay, so remove the CTP of energy from Luna. No, it wasn't the best thing. Recently, because I don't use her for anything, waiting for the next uniform. For Doom, I have a 140 proc temporarily. Where's Doom? Okay. Cool. Until I know what's the best between Rage and Energy for him. So I recently shifted my Dr. Doom over to a Rage only because I use Doom a lot for squad battle, and I find that with Rage on him, my scores are a little bit better, and I don't have to rerun the squad battles as often, because it's like 10 minutes per run in squad battle, right? Because you have to do all of the previous phases, and then the last one, it's so time consuming. And since I always do all of my squad battle runs the last day, for me, I find that if I want to place first or at least be top 3 and score around anywhere from 42 to like 45 million in squad battle collectively, I find that Rage helps me more. And with the Rage on my Doom, he can still do like 39 null. So like 39 null, which is where I'm at right now. It's okay. Alright, okay, hold on. Oh crap. Did I backed off of the person that I was on. Blackwing. So yeah, Blackwing is completely up to you. If you give him energy, he might be able to go higher, but you never know when he'll reforge energy. Sorry, when when they reforge rage, you never know if it's gonna be just as good as energy. Beast, you got me to level 70 MODOK and Kingpin for story. I'm telling you, bro, the rewards, the benefits you get from the synergy, it's worth considering. Need that Venom rotation? I think my Venom rotation. Yo, let me tell you right now. I think my Venom rotation is 4 cancel. Hold on. 4 cancel, 5 cancel, 2 cancel, 3, and then 1. So it looks something like this. My bad, I forgot to tell you from the last stream. I'm pretty sure I do something like this. 4, 5, 2, 3, 1. And then I go 4. But you gotta wait until he lands, okay? I'm going a little too quickly. So like just wait until he lands and then just go 5. Okay, let me reset. Let me reset it. Let me reset it. I'm trying to go fast so I can go back, but let me show you how I do it properly. Right? So this is what I do. I go 4, let him drop down 5, let the ball come up, then do 2, then do 3, let him spin all the way, and then I do 1, then I repeat it 4, 5, let the ball come up, do 2, then I'll do 3. And then after the 3, I usually go into the tier 3, instantly cancel out of it, right? Some people like to start off, like Ron is saying he does 2 delay cancel, 4, 3, 1. It really depends. But for me, that's what I like to do. I like to start off with a 4, right? But you could easily start off with the 5 for the attack buff. Ron is saying he starts off with the 2. I'm not too sure why you start off with the 2. You could easily go 5, 4 though. Like you could easily do 5, let the big ball spawn, and then just go 4, then 2. Because realistically for the 2, what you're doing is you're letting those things pop out of his body, and as soon as you see them pop out of his body, you just jump into 3, right? So if you want to, you could do 2, 5, 4. As soon as he drops down, then you go 3. As soon as he slams at the end there, you do 1. Okay? So if you want to go 2 first, that's fine. I go 4 first, just because sometimes the Frost Beast will jump at you, so I like to just jump into an iframe to like interrupt whatever he's gonna try and do. Because I don't want to get guard broken or nothing. Alright, so it's up to you. But be sure to cancel the tier 3. Because for the longest time, I was letting the tier 3 play out because I love seeing the dinosaur come out, right? But I find that if I cancel the tier 3, I get more damage. We're talking about ABX, by the way, guys. Okay. For me, I cancel the 6 skill now. Venom is not that good for World Boss Legend. He's great for ABX. He's the best combat superhero for ABX. I haven't done my run for today yet, but he's the best for this day. Yo, John, if you're here, what's your rotation? I don't know what these guys are saying. I'll check the chat later. How's MODOK for World Boss Ultimate? Oh, you got jokes. MODOK is a dope striker. Stream frame rate is dropping? That's strange. It looks perfectly fine on my end. YouTube says I have excellent connection and everything. Maybe adjust your setting, Daniel. Okay, so Where were we? He said he removed the CTP of energy off Luna Snow. And then he said he had a 140 proc on Doom. And he was trying to figure out what's the best thing for Doom. Energy will take you higher for now. Rage is more like consistent and a slightly more stress-free experience. Energy is, again, gonna allow you to push further, faster in Legend. But for me right now, I can still do 39 null with a rage on my Dr. Doom. And for squad battle, I get around 7.8 to about 8.5 million with him, which sometimes that helps me get first place. Like this week I got first place, which gave me a bunch of Mandalay stuff. So like it really, well, you're free to play, so I'm not too sure if you're gonna push for first place in squad battle, but you never know. Sometimes you get some easy weeks where like all you need is like 35 million in squad battle and you can get first place, right? So anyways, moving on. I won't build Null and Mephisto. I don't need them. I'd prefer to build many characters than a single tier 3 native. Cleared all dispatch sectors. Oh really? Salute to this guy. He's actually cleared all of dispatch without building Null or Mephisto. Salute to him or her. 100% free to play, right? With 17% Pierce. That's actually really good. So I notice he still has this card, this uncanny card, but he's slowly getting there. I just want to point out that this is a free-to-play account, ladies and gentlemen, with 17% Pierce. One red star away from 20%. Okay? One red star away from 20% Pierce. So salute to him. The stats are overall pretty good. The HP is okay. Alright. I would still recommend that you... I know you don't need to build Mephisto, but Mephisto is so good, so I would still recommend that you build him. How do you lock blue stars? Okay. Let me show you. Do I have... Oh no, I don't have any crafted cards. So like if you're going to reroll, you go to combine and then craft combine. Then you select the premium card. You click OK. And then it says select option here. And then you click the ones that you want to keep. You go select. And when you see the cancel and you see the cost of the crystals there, that shows you the stats locked. Okay, that's how you lock your stats. Just choose the ones you want to keep, click on it, and once you see the button change from select to cancel, then you will know it's locked. Also, when you bring it up to re-roll it, there will be a lock on that specific star. Okay, cool. So he's saying he doesn't need Null or Mephisto, but I'm still recommending that he considers building Mephisto. I think Mephisto is so good. So he's cleared all of dispatch, which is really good. He has a War Machine. Wait, War Machine because he will get a new uniform for... Wait, this was 5 days ago and he... What? Oh, okay. So he's saying he's not going to buy the current War Machine uniform because War Machine is going to get a new uniform for Armor Wars. Okay, I see what you're saying. He's saying, like Loki, I feel like it's a waste of crystal to do it because there's going to be a Loki and Iron Fist show. I don't remember seeing anything about a Loki and Iron Fist TV show. And he's saying because of the fact that we know now that characters get uniforms based off Disney Plus TV shows, he's gonna wait until Armor Wars to get War Machine's uniform. And that's fine. That's fine. Especially for him, with 17% Pierce and a couple Tier 2 and Tier 3 natives. Well, he only has one Tier 3 native already built, but that's fine, right? Where he's at in the game, I don't think he necessarily needs to build the Tier 3 natives or buy the uniform for War Machine, so that's pretty good. I think with this account, he should already be pushing close to stage 20 against both Null and Mephisto, so he's fine. Okay. For his cards, he's waiting for Black Panther 166 to complete the set, not Baby Spider. I have that already too. Too much attack speed and ignore defense. I need more cooldown, especially since I might lose some rerolling the Luna Star. Okay. I see what's going on here. Yes, cooldown on this one. Okay, I see why. I see why he wants Black Panther. Okay, so the card that he's gonna put here is Black Panther 166, just because he's gonna reroll this Luna Snow card, and that cooldown that he has, the 11%, might change when he gets the blue star. Okay, makes sense. See, I love the details. I love the details. I live for it. My future projects, right? That's, yo, shout out to Black Wing. If you guys are gonna leave me your IGN in the comments, bro, please leave me a long message like this. Okay, I know some of you guys probably hate it because we're like going for 20 minutes and we're still on this one person, but still, I love the details. Anyways, my future projects. I'll certainly build the future meta characters that we will get, probably like Shang-Chi and the Mandarin. Well, lucky for you, you don't have to build the Mandarin, right? Because the Mandarin is kind of an easy pass. He's basically an AC leadership. And Shang-Chi is pretty dope, so you can build him and he's relatively cheap. Certainly Cersei and Icarus, since I already have them well built. Okay. I'm actually thinking of building Thing because I have Susan and I like her with a proc. She's really underrated. I won't build her for PvP. Sue is actually really good for AC. Just saying. Like, really good. I love her. And she's actually pretty good for World Boss Legend. Believe it or not, I've seen some stuff. Okay. What is this smallest glass? I feel like this glass was a lot more full and you had to sit before you brought it.
What an ungrateful human you are.
Oh, look, I can see it. I can see where. So I asked her to bring me a cup of orange juice and she made sure to bring the smallest cup ever.
It's called quality control.
But then in addition to that, right, she made sure to take a sip of it before, as she often does. You gotta love it. Come here, baby. I'll give you a cup.
Quality control.
There you go. You can have some.
And for the record,
I was gonna offer you some anyways, but the fact that you helped yourself to it before bringing it to me.
And for the record, I brought that cup because the big cups have to be washed.
Look at it. It's already done. I took one sip.
You don't need to have 3 liters of juice.
Just orange juice. Anyway, moving on. Thank you, though. I said thank you.
After you bitched about it.
All I did was stated a fact. Women, boys. All I did, I asked for an 8-ounce glass. She brought me a 4-ounce glass, and then she took like an ounce of the orange juice already out of it. You gotta love her though. Anyways, moving on. I'm actually building the Thing. You already have Johnny Transcended. Okay, I see it. So that's why he's building the Thing, because he has 2 characters that he really likes. Okay, so he's thinking about building the Maker. He's not sure. Depends on how good Shang-Chi is. Shang-Chi's pretty good, but I think right now, the Maker and Cull Obsidian might be better. We'll see. I have to do a comparison sometime this week. Okay. Vision is my tier 3 guided quest. I haven't done that yet. Quasar, because wait, how are you free to play but you have Quasar? Did he get really lucky and get Quasar from Dimension missions? Because he's saying he's thinking about building Quasar because she's gorgeous, which I'm inclined to agree. I do love me some Quasar. Where is Quasar? Where's my Bazar? Wait, Does he not have Quasar? I thought... Huh? Maybe he just has the BIOS and haven't unlocked her yet. But he's saying that he has the desire to build Quasar with her new uniform. He can't resist. Finally, maybe Luke Cage to get more value out of my Jessica Jones. We'll see. I'll try. Okay. Prioritizing the character's value over my personal preference, because as free to play, my resources are limited. I can only buy 2 uniforms a month. I feel that as well. It's the same thing on my free to play account. P.S. I didn't finish Doctor Strange Epic Quest because of Satana. Sadly, I hope you can understand. That's perfectly fine. You don't need Doctor Strange for anything right now. Literally, the only thing I use Doctor Strange for is as a leadership or as a striker for World Boss Legend. He's free to... I can personally believe that he's free to play, even with 17% Pierce. A lot of you guys who are free to play, you use the excuse of being free to play to say by saying, oh, I'm free to play, so I can't do this. I'm free to play, so I can't have this. And because you think like that, you don't even bother trying. So you miss opportunities that are right in front of your face. So just because you're free to play, that's not an excuse to not try. Right? So salute to him. And he's only been playing consistently for like 2 years. Well, collectively, not even consistently, collectively for like 2 years. Does 17% Pierce as free to play with only 4 cards, 4 premium cards? Does that take a lot of luck? Yes, definitely. Especially landing blue all attack on 3 out of the 4 cards. I'm only roasting free to play accounts? No. I roast whoever comes up. Whoever falls into the frying pan gets roasted.
Touch my shirt. That's my gut. That's my right hip. That's the left.
Well, why is it wet?
It's raining outside.
Oh, you went outside?
There's 100% chance that it's raining.
It's 100% chance that it's wet.
I really just came in here to tell you that I bought something on my day.
You just basically came to tell me that there's gonna be a charge on my card.
For 6 something, maybe $7. I don't know what it goes to.
No, thank you.
I bought Rolly.
Anyways, let's see. What else did my man have to say here? Sorry for the long message with all the informations. Okay, cool. It's fine. I prefer long messages anyways. If it means we don't get to someone else, we'll get to them another time. But it's nice to see what you're thinking and where you're headed. So for Sharon Rogers, you already know if next week she gets a uniform, you need to be on that. So I ain't got to say nothing about that. Star-Lord, honestly, the only time I use him is as a leadership. So, although he's a good DPS, I think where you're at, you don't need him. Wait for the next uniform. I'm gonna say, though, you should consider building Mephisto. I'm gonna say that. But, you know what? I think, scratch what I just said. Build up and awaken a few more characters. Get some more tier 3s like Shang-Chi and whatnot. Just so you can use them to farm more story fragments. And then you can build up and amass a bunch of tier 3 mats. Because it has a snowball effect. Where the more tier 3s and awakened characters you have, the more consistently you can farm fragments, and the more fragments you can farm, the more opportunities you get to get tier 3 mats and CTPs, as you just saw from the previous stream, right? So it does have a snowball effect. So I guess, yeah, go ahead and build up the defenders. I would say finish off Luke Cage and Iron Fist, because both of them have their value. Iron Fist for PvE, and then Luke Cage for PvP. I would say definitely finish the thing like you plan to. That's a good idea. maybe work on Daredevil if you want to do some PvP. I'm not too sure if you want to do that, but he's not terrible. Okay, I'm definitely gonna recommend that you get TVA Loki just for ABX, because here's the thing: if you're free to play, you do not want to be like some of these players that don't play ABX. All right, that's why as of this past week, I made it mandatory. Like, it's a collective decision between myself and the majority of the players in my alliance. We made it mandatory to do ABX, just because I'm tired of people shooting themselves in the foot by not playing ABX, not getting those rewards for months on end, and then complaining that they don't have the resources to rank up characters, right? So yeah, I think you guys should all make it a mandatory thing in your alliances to do ABX to some degree, right? To some degree. You don't have to be the biggest whale pushing for 12 million, but at least do enough to get some of the materials in ABX. 4 minutes a day. Just do one run, right? And I think you should get TVA Loki. Maybe you want to wait for that new... Let me just see. Is there actually going to be a Loki and Iron Fist TV show? Because I don't remember seeing that. Let me just check that right quick. Chat, do you guys know anything about that? I don't see anything that says there's gonna be a Loki versus Iron Fist TV show. Maybe I misread or misinterpreted what he meant. Yeah, I don't see anything that came up for it. So I think you should get TVA Loki. That way you can do ABX on a couple different days. Cap out if you even try. It's season 2. Oh, maybe it's season 2 is gonna have Iron Fist. Oh, I don't know.
Thank you, Nicholas, and thank you, Ron.
But season 2 Loki isn't for a while, man. All right, so from the bottom feeders down here, Apocalypse is something to consider. Here's the thing. Based on the MCU releases, I don't think we're going to be getting any mutants for the rest of the year. Like, I really don't. You got 8 million first try. Ron's rotation worked a little bit better because, oh, charge wise? Okay, good to know. I'll try out his rotation too. Yo, Ron, send me send me the rotation in on Discord to bump your messages up, so I'll check later when we get off stream. I'll try it as well. I'm always down to learn and try different things. So if your rotation works better to get the tier 3 up faster, that way we can pop it more often and get more accumulation, I'm down to try it as well. 8 million is actually pretty good. So yeah, as I was saying, I don't think we're going to be getting any new mutants or any mutant related update. Let me just say that. We might get a random mutant here or there, but I don't think we're going to get a mutant update for a while, just because looking at the MCU schedule with the Eternals coming up, with Spider-Man coming up, there's not really a big enough gap for them to do a mutant update. So I think if you're not like me, where you're burning all your feathers for cards, it wouldn't be a bad idea to build up Apocalypse, right? Build up Apocalypse, maybe even get his uniform. That's iffy, but at least build up some of these tier 2 natives that use feathers, just so when they do come back in the meta, you're not scrambling last minute to build them up. You don't want to have multiple of these guys right? Like Strife and Apocalypse that use feathers just sitting down here when you're doing what with the feathers. It just doesn't make sense. So something for all of you guys to consider. For me, I burn all my feathers as soon as I get to like 5,000-6,000 on cards because I'm trying to reroll my card. Thanks, Ron. So consider throwing some feathers into these guys. His build ain't even complete yet. Yeah, 8 million is pretty good if he's not even completed. So that's actually pretty dope. I usually get around 8.5. And mine isn't that good either, to be honest. My build for Venom, where is he? Yeah, I don't even have that fully awakened. Yeah, mine is definitely far from done, bro. No Odin's blessings, nothing. I have way over on dodge. Yikes. Okay. I'll fix his build tonight. Maybe I'll give him a couple Odin's blessings. I don't know. I was waiting to see how Shang-Chi played out, but I guess with Shang-Chi not being ABX meta, then yeah, no need to worry about investing too much in Venom. What about Hawkeye? Exactly, right? There's not really a big enough... Yo! It's your boy, Black Star Entertainment. What's going on, Black Star? It's been so long. It's been too long, broski. But yeah, build up your mutants. Slowly, just slowly invest a little bit of feathers in there. And I would say build up Corvus and maybe Cull Obsidian. I think Cull Obsidian is underrated just because he's not meta for anything outside of like World Boss Legend. But Cull Obsidian is very much so underrated with his new uniform. He's top tier. Like, he's so fun to play, so easy to use. And I use him all the time whenever I roll Mephisto as my boss of the day. So I feel like once they release a speed World Boss Legend, this guy's stock is going to go up quite a lot. So he's someone to consider. But Corvus is pretty good for speed ABX. Again, I'm pushing ABX because there's a lot of rewards that you guys are not getting. So like, get in there, man. Like, trust me, I wasn't playing ABX or playing it seriously for a long time. But as soon as I started playing it, I noticed I have a little bit more gold. I have more, Mythic Urus, right? I have a little bit more cards and everything, like, you know? So it helps. Alright, let's see. He's not gonna work on War Machine because he's waiting for Armor Wars. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, besides getting Iron Fist uniform, maybe Thing for Black Friday, and then Luke Cage, and then tier 3ing and transcending a few of those guys. Maybe this might be a big one. This might be a big one. So if White Fox does indeed get a tier 3, since you are free to play, you might want to consider tier 3ing her and buying the uniform that she currently has now, because I highly doubt, knowing Netmarble, that they're going to replace this uniform as the free to play option. This one might just be the one that they keep on her for a long time, because when this comes back December, they're going to be hoping to cash in, because you have to keep in mind that a large section of the player base currently does not have this uniform for White Fox. As you can see, myself included, because we boycotted the game when this uniform came out, right? So they're hoping that this year White Fox gets a tier 3. She allows people to push further, higher, faster than ever before in World Boss Legend. And then we spenders who are boycotting see that and say, okay, now I gotta buy this. So I highly doubt they're gonna replace this uniform. And if you're free to play, the boycott didn't work. What are you talking about? Do you know how many things happen in the game after the boycott? You might think it didn't work, but here's the thing. boycotts don't work overnight. Right? So look at how much the game changed when the boycotts started until now. Here's the thing. I check how much money the game makes every single month, and I can actively tell you guys that they've been making less and less and less money. So that tells me, because they're making less and less and less money, they're gonna make changes to not only retain the people that they currently have, but also try and win back players that they lost. The game got better. You finally finished your first crafting card. Hold on, I'll look at it after. I'll look at your thing after. Hold on. Anybody who thinks the boycott did nothing, then you're crazy. It definitely did a lot. Okay? But yeah, Blackwing, your account progressed quite nicely in the past couple months. You made some big changes. I would have honestly liked to see you purchase the Summer Days cable, because I personally think it's better than Kid Cable. I'm gonna make a t-shirt one of these days, guys. One of these days, I'm gonna make a t-shirt that says Kid Cable is a bum. Okay? Just know that. Just know that. But yeah, Blackwing, shout out to you. Let's jump into the next one. I think your account is pretty good, and the plans you have, stick with those. Those are fine. All right, let's go. Now You See Me. By the way, Now You See Me is the brother of John Cena, Mr. You Can't See Me. Okay? That's it. Yikes. Okay. Now You See Me. What's going on, bro? Why did you craft this Black Panther card, bro? This Black Panther 35 card is so bad. This is so bad. Okay. So, been playing since November 2017. Ragnarok update, I guess. Need build advice, plus I got a raid, so a character recommendation would be nice. Okay, cool. So, I would highly recommend that you remove this Black Panther card, even though it's crafted. Because looking at this set, your overall attack is gonna suffer. Yeah. I figured this was gonna be the case. You have 3 PvP cards in here. Why? Why? Let me see something. No. Okay. So it looks like you're not a heavy spender, or maybe not a spender at all. You didn't tell me if you were free to play. I would highly recommend that you go no further with this Black Panther card. If you get Black Panther 166, I would highly recommend you replace this. If you get, I don't know, Baby Spider-Man, aka Spider-Man 605, replace this with that. Okay? You also need the Luna Snow card. I'm not too sure why you chose 1, 2, 3. I don't like these cards together in a set. Like, Black Widow isn't the worst, right? But this card is for whales, primarily for people who have 4 other cards that are super top tier. So this one not having attack on it isn't really holding them back too much. But yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man 605, Cable, Black Panther 166. All of those cards you gotta consider. And you gotta get rid of this. And consider getting rid of one of these two. Either Black Widow or New Avengers number 9. Right? You hate to see it. Okay. What's up, Yin? Okay, so you got Null already built. That's unfortunate you built Null before Mephisto. I would have done it the other way around. Okay, so change that CTP of energy that you have on Quicksilver for Greed. And give that energy to... Let's see. Okay, so we got some suggestions for you. Hold on. Alright. Here's what I need you to do. For one, there's absolutely no reason for you to tier 3 Taskmaster if you don't have his newest uniform. Well, he only has one uniform. Taskmaster without his uniform has pretty much no value. Okay? Okay, maybe he had a little bit of value because his normal tier 2 passive can buff Weapon Master allies. But no, I'm confused as to why. What's up, my love?
Good night.
Goodbye.
Remember, we have to leave by 9 a.m.
Yeah, I got you.
You're not going to give me a hard time about waking up?
Well, maybe if I go to bed at 8 a.m., I might give you a hard time, but...
Could you go to bed not at 8 a.m.?
We'll see.
Because we need to be there by 9 a.m.
We'll see.
And you take a long time to put on pants.
I put my pants on
0 legs at a time, evidently.
1 toe at a time.
Yeah, I can tell. Okay, but seriously, this is important.
I'll try, my love.
I'm gonna wake you up and I don't want you to give me a hard time. So please don't stay up all night long. I beg. Please.
She wants to go scavenger hunting.
It's not scavenger hunting.
It's okay. We can tell them tomorrow.
Hunting.
We going hunting. I'll tell you guys tomorrow when we come back. Anyways, so the only reason for anyone to be tier 3 in Taskmaster is this: the 40/40 in conjunction with his tier 2 passive. Taskmaster himself as a DPS is mediocre. Okay? So these are the two things you should look at when you're thinking about tier 3 in Taskmaster. And arguably, actually, there's no argument to be made here. The uniform bonus is just straight up better than his tier 2 passive. Okay? So if your Taskmaster looks like this, sorry Tony, I love you, but he's not worth tier 3. He's just a support. So if you're not getting his support passive, what are you doing? Please, Black Friday or when it's on sale, buy the uniform for Tony Masters. Do that. Otherwise, you're doing yourself a disservice. Okay, so Black Bolt to the energy is actually pretty good if you know how to play him. I personally prefer mine to have a rage, and I'm hoping that when they reforge rage, they allow it to have guaranteed critical rate, so you're just guaranteed to crit, so you can activate the rage more. Maybe guaranteed crit rate and then chain hit damage. That would be dope. We'll see. But yeah, that's fine. What I need you to do though is take this energy off Quicksilver and give it to Gambit. Give it to Gambit and give a greed to Quicksilver. Okay, so you need a judgment for Human Torch. Consider buying the legendary battle for Shang-Chi so you can get the greed out of there. Did I say greed? So anyways, so you can get the judgment. Greed is on my mind because of that greed for Quicksilver comment that I made. But yeah, consider buying the legendary battle for Shang-Chi, so you can get the judgment out of there. So you can give that to Human Torch, so you can actually start like snapping. Because otherwise, yikes. Gambit versus Luna Snow for World Boss Ultimate. Who's better? Gambit. No contest. Gambit is better for everything World Boss. Can I rig the Ronda? If you know a way to rig it, go ahead. You can try. Okay, so you're building up Scarlet Witch. If you are doing that, you might want to get her uniform. Her newest uniform for WandaVision. So what you gotta do, my guy, is you gotta decide which one of these 3 characters you're working on and stick with one until you are completely finished and then move on to the other. Because I noticed you have one of Gambit's gears at 25 and then you have Scarlet Witch at 22. So decide which one you want to work on and then commit all the way, get them done, and then come back. These 3 here at the top, either one, just commit and go ahead. However, you need their uniforms, okay? You're gonna need to buy their uniforms, all 3 of them. You have Shang-Chi with 1 gear at 25. Okay, you gotta decide, okay? You gotta decide. What is this? Okay, I guess Mysterio is probably gonna come back for Spider-Man No Way Home. Maybe he gets a tier 3 or an awakening with the Sinister Six or whatnot. We'll see. But you should not have done this so far out. I'm gonna say this to all of you guys who are low spenders. To all of you guys who are low spenders, focus on one character at a time. One character at a time. Okay? So commit to a character. Well, let me say this. First, figure out why you want to build that character. Okay? Whether it's World Boss, Shadowland, ABX, Timeline, AC, figure out why. And then commit. Don't start a character, get 2 gears to 25 and then stop and go get 2 gears to 25 for another character. That's nonsense. So G1 transformed. What are some good teams for Dispatch? Hold on, 10-1. Honestly, I just use Mephisto, Proxima, and Loki. If you don't have Mephisto, try Proxima lead with Loki, TVA Loki. And then you can put Valkyrie with her newest uniform. But definitely consider Loki. He has really good AoE. He makes killing the mobs very, very easy. And Ignore Dodge leadership will help you go a long way. That's why I recommend Proxima. Plus Proxima's uniform makes her a leader and a support. So it's just win-win-win all around with that girl. How many people does he roast every week? Depending on how long I spend on one person. Sometimes we go for like 8, 9. This week, I don't know. We'll see. So I would recommend that since you have Shang-Chi's uniform, you finish Shang-Chi. Right? You have almost 2 gears completely done. And you have his uniform. So just finish Shang-Chi. And then from the ones at the top here, I would say go with Proxima, then Gambit, then Scarlet Witch. In that order. I'm saying Proxima because Proxima can double as a DPS, a leader, and a support. And Proxima is used for ABX and Dispatch, in addition to World Boss Legend, right? Versus Gambit, who you only use for, well, here's the thing. Use Proxima for DRX as well. So like, yeah, just go with Proxima, man. Like Gambit you use for DRX for a little bit of DPS, right? Or World Boss Legend. That's pretty much it. Versus Proxima, who you use for DRX, World Boss Legend, GBR, you know, everything under the sun. So I would definitely say Scarlet Witch has the least use. Like, she's a leader and I guess a supplementary DPS in World Boss Legend. Like, sometimes you tag out your awakened character and then she'll come in, she'll do like 1 or 2 rotation. Wanda's not bad, right? I like mine. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of like value, thanks, Kate. Yeah, don't post your IGN in the live chat, guys. Is Ant-Man Legendary Battle worth it? Doesn't the Ant-Man Legendary Battle give you a CTP selector? Oh no. Or does it give you a CTP of Rage? Hold on. It's been a while. Let me see. Ant-Man Legendary Battle. I forget. It's been so long. I still need to buy this. I'll probably get it tonight. I know Ant-Man gives you a CTP when you get the Pimtron uniform. I still am not done with it. Oh wow, really? I should just go play it. If I played it, I'll get everything. Oh yeah, CTP selector. Yes, it's worth it. It's the old CTP selector, so it doesn't include judgment and whatnot. But yes, it is worth it. Get it and then pick up her energy. Okay, let me jump back over to Now You See Me. He also did say he had a rage. He doesn't have a judgment. He could get a judgment from the Shang-Chi Legendary Battle for Rogue. But here's the thing. I don't even use my Rogue that much for World Boss Legend. Like, she's great. Don't get me wrong. But the fact is, I just don't use her as much as I used to. It's mainly because she's not human. Mutants don't get a lot of love in World Boss Legend. I really want them to mix up the requirements or restrictions for the next boss. If I was gonna give one person here a rage, honestly, man, I would just sit on it. Just keep it. For now, none of the people up here... Well, I guess you're already using Val as a support, but it would be Val just because of the fact that we use her for ABX. Besides that, maybe Medusa, but Medusa is more of a lead for Black Bolt. Sorry, not a lead, a support for Black Bolt. Like, you use Black Bolt leadership Medusa, so you would also want to consider giving Medusa an insight. But mine has a rage because sometimes I'll tag Medusa in. If I'm using Medusa like as a leadership for Supergiant on the stages where I can't use Black Bolt, because sometimes it's females only. So if I use Medusa as lead for one of my universal characters like Proxima or Supergiant, I use her sometimes to do a 1 awaken rotation. So I have a rage on mine for that. But you can use her with her energy. I guess maybe Shang-Chi. You could throw the rage on Shang-Chi. If you do commit to him, I think out of everybody here, give the rage to Shang-Chi. Do you need concentration for Reforged CTP? Need? No. Does it help them? Yes. You don't need concentration. All right, let's check out the next person. Marvelability, I believe. Marvel. All right. It seems like the game loves to give players the Black Panther 35, and when people get it, they just instinctively craft it. You're only halfway, so you're not too far along. All the stats you've gotten are trash anyways, so please stop crafting this card. Finish off the Guardians of the Galaxy card. You already have some Pierce on it, so that's good. All the stats on it are trash though, so you might want to reroll it at some point. But for your set, the Black Panther card needs to go. Ideally, you want cards like similar cards to what I have. Exclude this one because that's more like paywall. But this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Those are what I recommend. You already have Black Panther 166, so I won't even bother with this one as well. Those are the cards I recommend for PvE players. Okay, I want to know what you think about my character pool, my cards, and my character builds. That's what he said. Let's see. You need about 5% more ignore defense. Your attack overall is good. Your HP is very low. Ideally, you want about 25-30% max HP. Even if you're playing PvE. Here's the thing. Let me tell you guys something scary. The honest to God truth that I've discovered from playing World Boss Legend. Hold on. Most of you guys think you don't need max HP if you're not doing PvP, and that is so wrong. That is actually so wrong. Right now, I'm on stage 39 against Null, and look at how much HP, base HP, my Mephisto has. Okay? He has 83,000 base HP. Would you believe that I can be one-shotted? Just one attack. Just one purple attack can hit me and kill me. And he's not the only one. Once you get high enough in World Boss Legend and you do want to get to at least stage 20, the bosses, because in this game, one thing that the devs know how to do is ramp up how much attack, HP, and defense the bosses have, right? So the more HP you have, the better you will be, not just for PvP, but also for PvE as well. Because as you are going up in stages, the bosses are gaining attack, and your defense isn't going to protect you. What you have to rely on is your HP pool, getting as much HP as possible. That's what's gonna keep you alive, okay? So on your cards, ideally aim to get about 25%. You need to consider that. For me, I have 50% on my cards, and I still get one-shotted. Okay? In addition to that, there's some characters that you really, really like, that you're thinking, I can't clear this piece of content because I'm not strong enough. Would you believe me if I told you that if you got more HP on your cards, that might be the answer to your problem? HP with no damage in World Boss Legend is just garbage? Did you know that Sharon Rogers does more damage based on how much HP she has? Did you know that? Did you know that if you gave your Sharon Rogers more HP, not only would she do a better job staying alive, but she would also do more damage? Did you know that? Did you know that her accumulation, which is the main reason why she does so much damage, takes into consideration how much HP she has? So are you sure that HP is garbage? Look at my Sharon Rogers. Look how many HP Urus I have on her. You see that? I have 8 HP Urus on her. You know why? Because this character relies on getting hit. She requires you to get hit. And if she does not have a large enough HP pool to take those hits, she is going to die. She's the only character that benefits from HP? Okay, no problem. She's the only character that benefits from HP. Okay. Can you tell me what Dr. Doom's third skill does? What does this say? What does this say? What does this say, my guy? Accumulates 150% of true damage dealt. Total true damage accumulated cannot exceed 15% of his max HP. Are you sure that Sharon Rogers is the only character? We're not even talking about the characters that you use for PvP. That's why I'm not mentioning Hulk. But I'm just gonna show you. Are you sure? Are you sure? Okay, so it's not just Sharon Rogers, right? Luke Cage does more damage based off his HP, right? They love to put it on their third skill as well. If you notice the pattern, it's pretty much always on the third skill. Okay? We know that Hulk in his newest uniform, the more HP he has, the more damage he does, right? War Machine, same thing. Third skill. Accumulates more damage based on his max HP. So I'm telling you, not only do you need more HP to stay alive, you need more HP so you can do more damage. I'm not telling you to sacrifice damage or attack stats for HP, because in most cases on your cards, it's never going to be more attack or HP. You're always gonna go with the attack and then get HP in addition to that. Okay. So yeah, 25% minimum, as much as you can get, as long as you're not sacrificing any overall attack. Okay? So, I started playing the game during the Infinity War era, but I stopped playing in 2019. I spent some money on VIP 2, that's it. I'm probably not gonna buy anything anymore. Just came back this April. I'm liking my progress so far. Currently, I can only do 3 level 2 World Boss Legend clears. Okay, don't even worry about doing level 12. Oh, level 2s because of the Blade Twister being on level 1. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so you can do 3. You can do 3. I'm guessing Moonstone is 1. Human Torch is 2. Ghost Rider is 3. No, Ghost Rider. Okay. I wish you had told me who the 3 are. You need some newer uniforms. Okay. Oh, Falcon maybe 1. Okay, yeah. I think Falcon and Moonstone. Okay, so I don't know what this is. This is a first, so we're gonna have to screenshot you. I can't believe that. Okay, so Falcon is 1. Moonstone is 2. I would recommend that you pick up the Shang-Chi Legendary Battle and get the Judgment for Human Torch, because that would be a guaranteed clear. And Sharon Rogers, you have an energy on her, so here's the hoping that she gets a new uniform like we are expecting next week, and then she can be your 5th clear, because I don't think you're using her to clear right now. Even though you have the energy on her, there's no way this version of Sharon Rogers It's clearing now. Right? She doesn't have a heal, nothing. Also, I don't know why, but stop this. For you, you should not be ranking up Taskmaster or tier 3 him just because of the fact that where you are, you need more damage. You need more damage. Like, I don't think another support character is the best thing for you. You don't even have his uniform, but I would recommend over him ranking up in tier 3 in Gambit, tier 3 Transcending, War Machine tier 3. I think you should go with War Machine tier 3 because then as you push further, you're gonna be able to use those human males. Alright? And if worse comes to worse, you can always use War Machine's leadership for your Falcon. But you already have Winter Soldier, so you're probably going Winter Soldier, Falcon, +1. Maybe with Valkyrie or something, I don't know. But yeah, you gotta take this egg. The patience is the new egg. Usopp, the God Sniper. Soge King o Dudade. One Piece fans. I hope I find your comment one day. One day we'll find you, Soge King. Soge King. All the people who don't watch One Piece, they're probably wondering what the hell am I saying. But yeah, Usopp a legend. Let's see what else we got here. Iron Fist uniform. It's not a bad investment if you're gonna transcend him. I think he's really, really good. Alright, so you're not working on any tier 2 natives at all. I would advise that you think about working on Proxima at the very least. Proxima and then... yeah, finish these two. Proxima and Supergiant. Leave Jean where she is. Jean's pretty much like dead in the wind right now. For a PvE player, World Boss Legend, TVA, or President Loki, President Loki is better for World Boss Legend. TVA is ABX and Dispatch. Okay. So you gotta finish your guided quest, my guy. Buy the uniform with a 50% discount for Daredevil. Okay, here's the one. This is a big one. Venom uniform. You need the Venom uniform, or your Ghost Rider is pretty much unplayable for World Boss Legend. For one, he needs a rage. And for two, Ghost Rider doesn't heal. So after like 2 minutes, he's pretty much on his last leg when it comes to fighting Null or Mephisto. Because if you're up against the Poison and the Blade Twister and they hit you a couple times, or you get sneered a couple times by Null or Mephisto, 50% of your HP is gone already. And as it stands, you don't have that much HP on your cards. So I would highly recommend that you pick up a uniform for Venom and start using him as a striker for your Ghost Rider to make your Ghost Rider work for you. Okay? Black Bolt guided quests, you should probably do that as well. So I don't know when Black Bolt's gonna get another uniform. I literally use my Black Bolt every day for GBR. Not even gonna cap, I like him. I don't use him for Legend, just because he's inhuman. And most of the requirements are like humans and whatnot, so it is what it is. I kind of miss his old leadership sometimes, where it's just energy attack, but it is what it is. He's still pretty good. Yeah, so you just gotta finish your tier 2 guided quests. And you gotta pick up that Venom uniform. That Iron Fist uniform, maybe Daredevil. And you gotta get Colossus uniform, my guy. You got a tier 2 Colossus. You gotta start working his passive, man. For PvP, Colossus has been meta for like the longest. Like, check timeline, he's on like pretty much every team. I would say 90% of the teams in timeline has Colossus. Even with Molecule Man running around. I never roll up without my Colossus on deck. Guys, I put the title. What's the point of me putting it in the title if people are not gonna read? Like, come on, guys. Alright. You guys are killing me out here, man. Okay. Probably should get Rogue's uniform. But if you had to choose, I would say go with Gambit's uniform first. Yeah, so I'm saying you gotta bring up Gambit. Pause on Taskmaster for now. Alright, so 2 tier 3s, Shang-Chi, War Machine, 2 Awakenings, and then we'll call it good. Alright? So we're saying Gambit, Iron Fist, Shang-Chi, War Machine, and then from the tier 2 natives, Super Giant, Proxima, and then Colossus for a little bit of PvP, help you get some more crystals, and then finish your guided quest. Tier 2 or otherwise. Alright, let's check out the next person. Little Hour, free to play. Oh, there's no space here. By the way, any of you guys watch My Hero Academia? This week's episode was like insane. It was so dark. Huh? It says little. Yeah, Little Hour. Little Big Planet. Maybe there's no space. Nope. Is there a space between everything? I don't know. This guy did not spell his own name properly. Wow. How do you guys not give me a correct username? Like, hello? I'm trying. It's not working. Guys, I'm so sad. Okay, so we're gonna have to go on to the next person because I cannot find this guy. His name is literally Little Hour, free to play. Can any of you guys find him? Like, cause I cannot find him, bro. Like, I'm literally typing in how he left it for me. Okay, so we're gonna have to move on to the next person because he has... Yikes. Maybe next time he'll write his name properly, I don't know. Ram Jam Bam. Okay, thank you, ma'am. Okay, this guy spelled his name properly. And his growth score is over 200, so I'm expecting great things. And front and center, he has Sentry and the Doctor of Doom. Okay, so he said this is his 7th attempt. I'm guessing 7 weeks in a row. Hi Beast, been playing since Infinity War. Seems like a lot of people started with Infinity War. That's what I've noticed from reading all these comments every week. Somehow, hold on. Somehow then with your tips. Hold on. He says, hi base, I've been playing since around Infinity War at first, somehow, then with like your tips, keep... Huh? Bro, what is this? Been playing since around Infinity War at first, somehow, then with tips like yours, kinda lacking on CTP, especially judgment and insights. Bad luck at crafted card stats, but however, I like playing most game modes except story. Guys, when you see people that say they don't like to play story, can you just direct them to the live stream that we just did a while ago, where we got 2 CTPs and a bunch of tier 3 materials, like almost 7,500, something like that. Actually, more than that, like 8,000. So whenever people say they don't like to play story, just show them that. Okay? Alright, let's see. He doesn't like to play story. Since I play AC on lower levels, can you give me some tips on annoying tunes and teams, especially if they're good at tier 2 or without uniforms? This week, my tier 3 Professor X got nearly killed by level 60 Satana. But with uniform, maybe some general overview. Thanks in advance. By the way, I'm a Stark Stash spender piece. Okay, cool. By the way, I have a bunch of AC footage to share. I should get on that this week. I'll show it up, see what's up. Let's see his cards. Ooh, nice. Okay. Since he likes to play AC, I'm guessing that's why he has this card. That's fine. He's losing a lot of attack by putting it in. Attack is okay. To be honest, his HP is very, very low for having this card in his set. I was expecting at least 45-50% max HP. So for your cards, you gotta consider re-rolling that green star for lightning resist. That needs to be max HP. That movement speed needs to be max HP. That mine resist needs to be max HP. Okay, you got max HP over here. That's good. And you got to reroll that blue star there. Even though you got 4 blue stars, you got to reroll that one from movement speed to max HP. You need all the HP. The HP sauce. You got the triple proc. Okay. Okay, so you should have probably gotten the Quicksilver uniform if you wanted to use him in AC. He's actually really, really annoying. And you know what? A lot of people underestimate he meant he was free to play. He put it in the same line as okay, so we'll check him out after. You have to keep in mind, I have multiple screens in front of me, right? I'm looking at 2 different screens and 2 different phones, so like I don't get to see the chat as soon as you guys post stuff. We'll go back to him, don't worry. We'll go back to him. We'll go back to him after this guy, okay? Don't worry, I got you guys. But yeah, I got 2 phones in front of me and 2 different screens, so I'm like trying to pay attention to 4 things at once. Okay, so he says he's lacking in CTPs. I get it. Judgments and insight. So, missing the judgment, you can easily get 1 from, what you call it? The Shang-Chi legendary battle. Still a decent amount of good ones. Okay, so I'm gonna highly recommend that you that you just buy the Shang-Chi Legendary Battle, get that Judgment, and slap it on Supergiant. So that once you transcend her, you can start using her to fry people. Cause I like my Supergiant a lot. Okay, so you got your Luke Cage building up. You know what? Ebony Maw is actually really, really good. I feel like a lot of people just sleep on him. Like, for timeline, he can solo Sentry, believe it or not. And then also in World Boss Legend, he's really good for now. Like, on 39, mine does pretty decent damage, man. But I'm gonna suggest that he stop doing what he's doing. You guys see this? Look at this. Supergiant. You got 4 gears at 24. Luke Cage. You got 3 gears at 25. And then Songbird. We got 3 gears started over here. We got Ebony Maw, 4 gears started over here. Right? Guys, commit. And why do we have Juggernaut at gear 25? This is such a massive waste. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What are you doing, my guy? Bro, just finish these characters, commit all the way, get them their tier 3. Because here's the thing. Instead of half-assing 5 different characters and then throwing a couple levels here or there, which is not doing anything for you, right? Get them to tier 3, transcend them, especially when it comes to the tier 3. Use up those books. Use up those books so you can start getting more books to tier 3 more characters. You have to keep in mind, especially when it comes to the books, there's a limit on how much you can hold. So the longer you sit on the cap when there's other characters you could have tier 3'd, the further behind you're falling, my guy. So please, finish Supergiant, awaken her, finish Luke Cage when you can, you know, transcend him and whatnot, tier 3 Ebony Maw. And if a character doesn't have a awaken skill or a tier 3, just don't get their gears to 25. This is unnecessary. Because you're getting his gears to 25 to use him in what? Shadowland? Use him in AC? Like, it's not worth it. Yo, Dave Chappelle is hella funny. Dave Chappelle definitely one of my favorite comedians. Like, finish up Shang-Chi, you have him started. Like, don't start characters if you're not gonna finish them. Like, especially with the gears, man. I feel like it's so silly. Look at this. A bunch of 66, a bunch of 68, a bunch of... This is so... Look at this. Look at this. What is this, man? If you guys look at my roster, bro, every character that I take from 60, I bring them immediately to 70. And if I start their gears, I finish their gears. Alright? I'm not gonna just like start something and then stop halfway and then go start something else and stop halfway, because it's not doing anything for me. Like 62 Molten Man. I always get Molten Man and Molecule Man mixed up. M-Mans. But like Nebula, old uniform, 62. Like, I don't get it. This is so bad. I guess he's doing this for AC. Because at 62, you do a little bit more damage, but it's not worth it, man. It's not. Stop doing this. Wasting black antimatter, my guy. Alex was telling people to get him to 62 for what? I don't get it. For what? I've never gotten characters to 60. Look at look at my roster, bro. You'll notice I either have characters at level 60 or level 70. everybody has their preference. But most of my characters, as soon as I start them, I get them all the way built up, bro. Like, I don't bother with that whole 62, 64, 66 nonsense. Like, unless... I guess it's for AC, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessary, bro. Nothing against Alex. If he wants to bring all his characters to 62, kudos to him. But that's not how I operate. If I start a character, I like to get them completely built up so I can get max value. 60 to 62 is not much of a goal. You just need a place to dump bios. Trust me, there's plenty of characters to get all the way to level 70 if you want to dump bios, bro. Anyways, let's focus on Ram Jam Bam Thank You Ma'am, okay? Let's focus on my guy here. Let's give him some advice. Some of which is Falcon's new uniform, which he needs to get. Moon Knight. Maybe he just likes having everything lined up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking. I wish he would tell me. Less dodge in Shadowland? If you're really getting your characters to level 66 and 68 and 62 and all that for Shadowland, that is yikes, my guy. Okay, so he wants to know some annoying AC characters. One of them is Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler with guard break and invincibility. So guard break and invincibility for Nightcrawler. In his newest uniform, he's extremely annoying. Right? Adam Warlock, guard break and invincibility. Yep, really annoying. He can take down tier 3s. This boy right here, guard break and invincibility. Really annoying. Hulk. I'm not too sure why you don't have the newest Hulk uniform if you're playing AC. But he's also extremely annoying. You had Dormammu. Pretty annoying as well if you buy his uniform. This guy's pretty annoying in AC as well. At tier 2. Tier 2 she's pretty annoying. By the way, the Iron Man family, is AC a Wells playground? Not really. If you're in lower tier AC, nah, you don't need to be a Well. Sue Storm is pretty annoying for AC in her new uniform. You need to get Iron Fist new uniform for World Boss Legend. Because stage 9 Mephisto requires Iron Fist to clear the challenges. Just think, the resources he used on all these other characters he could have used to tier 3 War Machine or Black Bolt. Angel is pretty annoying for AC. Yeah, that's pretty much. He's pretty annoying too with invincibility. He's pretty annoying. I have a lot of characters at level 62 you call BS. Okay, you can call it what you want. My roster does not look like this, bro. I do not have a bunch of characters. I don't have 20, 30 characters sitting at 62. Are you insane? I start my characters and I get them to level 70. The only characters that I have at like 62 or whatever are ones that I forgot about. But I'm not on purpose. I'm not on purpose out here getting characters 62 and leaving them there. Like if I get a character to 62 and then I'm like in the middle of doing something, then I go do it and come back and I forget about them. That's the only reason they're at 62 still. It's not because like I left them there. Like intentionally. Anyways, let's go check out Little Hour. I wonder why he chose that name. And now we know he's free to play. Okay, so he has 3 good cards, 2 bad ones. All he needs is Spider-Man 605 and Black Panther 166, Guardians of the Galaxy, or what do you call it? Can't put my finger on it. Hold on. Let's see. So, 4 World Boss Legend clear daily. I have a CTP of Rage. Who should I put it on? Played 1 month before endgame and 1 month more, then took a break, so basically 2 months. Started playing again half a month before you started your free-to-play account. I want advice on which uniforms to buy, which character I should work on to increase my ABX scores. Okay, so he's already seen the value in ABX, so that's cool. That is cool. So you need to buy a Super Giants uniform. That is an absolute must. You've already gone ahead and transcended the character, so at this point, if you don't buy the uniform, there is literally no reason for this character to be in your roster. Because she is pretty much garbage without that uniform. Even with her transcended. I think my Super Giant would drop from being able to do 39 null to maybe like stage 1 null. If I took off her uniform. Okay? So, let's give him some advice. He needs 1 additional clear for World Boss Legend. Because he has 4 already. I'm assuming the 4 is Moonstone. Where are all your CTPs? Sharon Rogers. Hold on. I'm guessing Sharon Rogers with Star-Lord's leadership. Then War Machine is 1. Rogue is 1. But then there's Gambit down here. You have a lot of options, man. Oh, the reason why he can't do it is because of the number of characters that he has. Wait, you can't even... Oh yeah, you can do 4. You just need more tier 3s or awakened / transcended characters. Because you need 15 total to be able to do all 5. Did I see the premium character selector leak? Yeah, but I really don't care about it. Unless it includes Korean cards, I don't really think it's worth talking about. If it's just gonna include all these cards that are already like in here, like meh, it doesn't really matter to me. That's all I gotta say to that. Alright, so first things first, Super Giants uniform. Next thing is finish Cable, since you already have this uniform for him. Okay, you gotta get Falcon's uniform. You already have him gear 25. So tier 3 him, buy his uniform, and that's your 5th clear right there. You already have a spot open for that CTB of energy. It's good for free to play. You think they're gonna add a premium card selector in the game and give it away for free? You think they're gonna do that? Come on, what world are you living in? What world are you living in? If you think that Marvel Future Fight is going to release, it's not a CTP selector, okay? It's a premium card selector. A CTP affects 1 character. A comic card affects over 200 characters. Do you think they're gonna give you an item that can buff 200 plus characters for free? Is you mad? They're gonna allow you to pick. Yeah. No, guys, they're not gonna give that, especially not when it's first released. So don't get too excited. You think the premium card selector will be a crafted event? Look at how the last one turned out. A handful of people got a brilliant, and thousands of people got shafted. You think that was free? I know people who spent 6,000 plus CCF and didn't get the brilliant authority. But then I know people who spent a couple hundred CCF and got the brilliant. So temper your expectations. So we need uniforms for these two. And we need you to go ahead and transcend Human Torch and Tier 3 Falcon. Finish up Shang-Chi as well because you already bought his uniform. After that, you need the uniform for Tony and Valkyrie. Scratch that. Tony, Valkyrie, and Venom. In the relay, I wouldn't buy. Even if they added that in a relay, I wouldn't buy it. The only way I would buy the premium card selector is if it included the Korean cards. So Netmarble, if you want my money for the premium card selector, because where I'm at right now in this game, guys, I don't need any new cards to add into my set. I am literally only missing 1 card to complete this card set so I can get 3% all attack. This card is literally fodder to me. So I would, even if they added it, right? They added it to a set and said, hey, pay, I don't know, pay $150 and you could get this card. I would do it just so I could complete this and effectively have all of the sets in the game done. And then I would just instantly just use that card to reroll. So where I'm at right now, I don't need a card selector. For some of you guys, maybe you'll need it, but here's the thing. You don't really need it because over time, every 40 days, you get a chance of all of the premium cards that you need. I think at this point, card selector is kind of pointless. So maybe that's why they're bringing it out. It's just something shiny to convince you guys that it's something. That's why I didn't make a video about it. It's not that, bro. It's not a Sharon Rogers uniform, you know? You thought it's every month, not every 40 days. You have to keep in mind that there is a downtime for the tokens that you get from the Future Pass. There's about like 8 or 10 days. Do you think a uniform selector would be good? You already have a uniform selector. There is no RNG when you buy a uniform. What you pay for is what you get. It's not like you go to the shop and you click on Venom to buy a uniform for Venom, and then you get a uniform for Iron Man, and you're like, oh darn it, gosh, Willikers, I don't know, G Willikers, gosh darn it, I just got a uniform for Iron Man when I wanted a uniform for Venom. No, there's no RNG when you buy a uniform. If there was, I would have quit this game a long time ago. Imagine I buy a uniform for Iron Man or buy a uniform for, I don't know, Sharon Rogers, and they give me a uniform for MODOK. I would have quit this game a long time ago, bro. Anyways, moving on. Moving on. Taskmaster uniform, because he's asking which uniforms you should buy, right? Taskmaster, Valkyrie, Venom. And then moving on down here. Let's see. Do your guided quests. Do your guided quest for Thor. Who else? Just get some more tier 2s so you have more characters to use in GBR. How about a waifu selector? Again, I can choose which characters I want to look at. So why would I pay for that? If I wanna have a day where I just stare at Minerva the whole day, I can do that. Okay? If I want to look at Gwen the whole day, I can do that. If I want to look at Squirrel Girl the whole day, I can do that. So like, why would I pay for that? Colossus, his uniform is kind of a big deal. Might want to start doing those heroic quests for the lovely White Fox with a tier 3 coming up. But Iron Fist, tier 2 guided quest and his uniform, you should probably buy that. Black Bolt, you should do his as well. New Instinct waifu, Sharon Rogers. Imagine if on Sharon Rogers' uniform, 50% instinct attack. Imagine they do that. Start already selling a new power creep. Nah, I was talking about it today, and I feel as though the whole instinct thing is gonna be related to your growth. So level 80, tier 3, or tier 4, or super awakening, that kind of thing. Sharon Rogers' uniform is gonna be the first tier 4 character. Even though Deadpool kind of felt like a tier 4 with that defense down sus. Oh yes, he wanted to know about ABX. So, for ABX, we need you to upgrade TVA Loki. Where's your Loki, my guy? You gotta work on Loki. Because Loki is gonna help you a lot. You don't even have Corvus unlocked? Hello? What the heck is going on here? Why do you not have... Oh, you don't even have Corvus unlocked. You're not even playing Corvus World Boss. Yikes. Okay. That being the case, you're gonna want Bullseye then. You're gonna have to get Bullseye and then buy his uniform to turn him into a speed character. Nah, don't do that. Honestly, don't do that. Bullseye is kind of falling off. Man, go play World Boss and unlock Corvus and then buy his uniform and build him up because he's the speed meta. Right now, the top scorer in ABX, you gotta use Bullseye and Bullseye and Corvus with Mystique. And if they release a stronger speed character, the first person to go from that trio is gonna be Bullseye. So it's a wise idea to invest in Corvus Glaive. For combat Venom, buy the uniform for Venom. Right? Apocalypse, you need to build him up for combat villain. The universal female is gonna be covered by Super Giant. You can use Ghost Rider for universal superhero with Medusa lead, and you can use Medusa. You can buy the uniform for Medusa and use her forward skill to cancel for Ghost Rider, or you can build up Scarlet Witch, get her a uniform, and then she can cover every month of ABX. So your call there. Combat female is gonna be Valkyrie, which you already should be buying a uniform for her. That's gonna be your best bet because you're free to play. You don't want to rely too heavily on this girl unless she gets like a powerhouse of a uniform. You can't get past 12 million in ABX, so no matter how much they buff Luna, if it's only for ABX, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. Some of that power has to transfer over into World Boss Legend. So he wants to increase his ABX scores. Luna Snow is gonna be like a must. That's gonna be a big jump for you if you invest in Luna Snow and White Fox. It's actually these three right here: Luna Snow, White Fox, Nick Fury. But then there's also Wave, because for a female speed superhero, you can use Wave leadership with Luna Snow DPS and White Fox running support, and then Wave can cancel when it's silence, and for paralysis, White Fox can cancel. So, and if they give White Fox a tier 3, and then that tier 3 has, I don't know, burn on it or something, you can use that to cancel for a week for Luna Snow as well. So it really comes down to what they do for White Fox. If White Fox has a skill that has burn, she can cover burn and paralysis. Is it paralysis that she has on her second skill? With the new uniform? Let me just double check. Because I do use her to cancel on 1 week. Where is my White Fox? Hello, you foxy lady. I meant to click speed and I clicked. Oh, she's right here at the top. It's the third skill. Is it? Oh, is it the one? Oh, it's paralysis that she has, yeah. So she has paralysis and Wave has silence. Alright, where's the silence on her? Is it her awaken skill that has it? Yep. Awaken skill has silence. Yeah, so we just need one of these guys to have burn. She won't have it. She can cancel for 2 weeks actually. She can cancel for paralysis and for silence. So realistically, we just need White Fox on her tier 3 to have burn, and then Luna Snow is set for life pretty much. Is Wave that OP? Wave can do really well in ABX, and she's a good support and leadership now for everybody, because they changed her passive to 50% and then they gave her a better leadership. Swordmaster is OP. He one-shots null. And the Demon Slayer. The data miner says White Fox is getting a uniform. He didn't say that. Unless that's new. He only said tier 3. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for you. Little hour. Let's see. Scarlet Marvel Doctor. Someone loves Scarlet. Okay, so he's been playing for 4 months and he's actually gotten 5 premium cards. Look at that. 4 months of playing, 5 premium cards. 3 of them are really good. The 2 here, the Black Widow and Black Panther, I would replace those for White Fox and Guardians of the Galaxy. Max HP is really low. The ignore defense is really low. We got to get that up by like around 13%. So he says, what characters shall I tier 3 first? Let's tackle that first because he left me like 11 questions. So first one's the tier 3. Falcon, Shang-Chi, and I'm looking at who he already has built. He doesn't have to go like build them from scratch. Alright, so let's go with Falcon tier 3, Shang-Chi tier 3. Let's do that first. Number 2, he says Human Torch or Moonstone, who to transcend first. I'm gonna say go with Human Torch just because you already have him at level 70 and his gears are worked on. But Moonstone, wait, where's your Moonstone? Oh, your Moonstone's right there. I missed it. Okay, either one works realistically. Moonstone is easier to play without a CTP. Human Torch really gets into his stride when you give him a judgment, versus Moonstone is just really easy to proc with. So you can decide whichever one, and you have Moonstone with a better ISO set, so 40%. Just go with Moonstone, man. Go with Moonstone, because I feel like you're gonna be with 4 months, you're not gonna be getting past stage 10 for a while. So you don't really have to worry about the whole male superhero restriction for a little bit. Do Moonstone first, then Human Torch second. For 4 months, tier 3 Scarlet Witch. I know why you did it. That's your name. Marvel, Scarlet, Doctor. I get it. You probably love Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange. I can kind of see that. For 4 months, you didn't invest as bad as some other players, I'll give you that. Your cards are pretty good. Characters you invested in overall pretty good. Make sure you do all of your tier 2 guided quests. Do not get characters to level 62. Instead, either leave them at 60 or get them all the way to 70 and then tier 3 them. So since you have the uniforms for Iron Fist and Ghost Rider, you need to make them priority after you finished these 3 characters right here. Okay, Falcon, Gambit, and Shang-Chi. I don't have many tier 3 and awakened characters, 29 total. I find it hard to get TCP. To get more tier 3 and awakened characters, I'm stuck on stage 9 null. Will I get more TCP at higher levels of World Boss Legend? No, Lee, you will not. However, with 29, what you should be doing, my friend, is farming story missions. Farming story mode to get the fragments. It is very tedious, but it's so worth it. Today alone, I got 7,000. You don't have to take my word for it. I did a live stream about 2 hours ago where I only had 4. I only had 4 TCP. And by the end of that live stream, which is about 30 minutes, I had over 7,000. So if your struggle is getting TCP, then story mode. Make those characters, those 29 characters that you invested in, make them work for you. Okay? So start doing story mode. I still didn't do story for the day yet. I kid you not. Some days I stay up until 6, 7, 8 a.m. in the morning because I want to make sure that I finish story mode. I got 7,000 TCP and I got 2 CTPs. I do story. You do story daily, but thanks for the answer. That's the best way, honestly. Appreciate the super chat. But yeah, the World Boss Legend isn't gonna drop more per se from going higher levels. Going higher levels is mainly for the boxes. The better color boxes give you a higher probability of getting premium rewards. So if your goal is to get more TCP, then ideally you should be playing story mode every single day. And not just the first one. Here's the thing. Here's where a lot of people mess up, right? A lot of people, they come in and they say, okay, since this one right here doesn't give me any CTP or whatever, I'm just not gonna do it. No, do all of them, because every single one of them give you an opportunity to get tier 3 materials. Okay, so like you can see for yourself right here, I have over 50 of these to pop open, right? And then I have another 50 here of these to pop open, and then over here I have another 50 to pop open, and then I opened 100 today from these. So your best and most reliable way is to do story, or here, I'll tell you one additional way you can get it. It's dispatch. Let me collect my stuff. See if we get any crits today. Next one. Got 16. It's not much. Some days you can get 100. That's actually not bad. What you can do is when you're dispatching characters, for the one that gives you TCP, you can make sure that your growth score for that one is as high as it could possibly be, because the higher your growth score, the higher the multiplier for the rewards that you get are. So I would advise, like, see how this one is at 19, and then as I go down, the modifiers slash the amplifier is lower. That's because I care more about the TCP and the awakening mats than I do about the other stuff. And one thing that a lot of people don't do is they don't come back and update these things as they get their characters to tier 3 and whatnot. They don't come back on a regular basis. I would highly recommend that on a monthly basis you guys check back in here and upgrade the the characters, or rather update the characters that you have in here, because as characters get their tier 3 and their awakened skill, and you transcend them and you buy uniforms for them and whatnot, they'll be able to meet more of the requirements. Okay, let's jump back in and take a look at what is his name? Scarlet Dr. Marvel, or Scarlet Marvel Doctor. Dispatch rewards are always kind of unlucky for you. It's usually unlucky for everyone, but you have to keep in mind it's a long game, right? Some days you'll get some good ones. It might not be what you're looking for, but over time you'll get some stuff. Anyways, let's jump back in. Let's see what he says. Should I craft the Luna Snow card? Yes. He's already crafting it. You should craft Luna Snow, Cable, and Spider-Man. The other two, you should replace. Let's see what else he says. Should I take off energy? Should I take energy off Iron Man and place it on Moonstone? Definitely. You should transcend your Moonstone because you have her set fully awakened. And if you do not have an energy for her, snatching one from Iron Man and giving it to Moonstone is a good idea. Because Iron Man, although he's great, he picks up at the end of the fight. Moonstone is great from the very beginning. Out the gate, she's going 1,000 miles a second. Iron Man is going 3,000 miles when you get the boss down to the point where they're pretty much dead. So just give him a normal proc and give Moonstone. I like this. I like how he basically made a list of all the questions that he had. What CTP for what character? That could be a long list and we could be here all day, but I'll let you know. Since you already have Cyclops done, well, level 70 in a uniform, if you get a CTP of Insight, that is what you should give to him. For Storm, I don't know what you're doing here. You have Power of Angry Hulk rolled. I'm guessing you messed up and then you seen something that made you decide that you're not going to continue this. Please do not. This is absolutely terrible. Power of Angry Hulk should look like this, not like this. Storm is just a support at this point in the game. It's unfortunate that you bought this uniform, but on the plus side, if you have any elemental character, like, as you can see, Human Torch, or maybe later on, I don't know, your Luna Snow or whatever, Storm's passive can buff those characters. So giving Storm an Insight is something you should consider. I have a Rage on mine, but once we're able to reforge Rage, I am definitely going to pull it off of her. And then I'm going to give her an Insight and use that Rage on somebody else. Unless Storm gets a better uniform. Love her to death though. Shang-Chi can work with pretty much anything. But I feel like Rage might be the stress-free route to go. A Mega Type Enhancement ticket level 6 on who? Considering Falcon and Moonstone. So here's the thing. Type Enhancement is mainly a PvP thing. But if your only options is to choose between Moonstone and Falcon, go with Falcon because enhancing his type is going to make him better for Mephisto. But primarily you want to prioritize characters you use in PvP. He said full stack on Falcon or Moonstone. What? Oh, he's talking about Odin's Blessings? Is that what he's talking about? He just said full stack. I don't know what full stack mean. I love my Storm. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying she's falling off. Keep in mind, guys, every uniform in the game has a shelf life, right? So as time passes, uniforms that were top tier are just going to get replaced. And to be honest, Storm wasn't perfect when she got this uniform. She needed a heal. So as the content got harder, she just fell faster than some other characters, right? So if he's talking about full stack of Odin's Blessings, I would say Moonstone is the safer route. Because as you get higher and higher, I find that I use my Moonstone a lot more, but it might just be because lately I've been playing a lot of Null. And for the last 10 stages, because I was at 30 and I was pushing all the way up to 39, and it was going from requiring blast characters to villain characters, so I've been using a lot of Moonstone lately. But both characters are top tier. Okay, Black Friday uniforms to consider. Ghost Rider, Lady Deadpool, Taskmaster. He put Storm here, but he bought Storm early. And then Dormammu. Oh, he's buying them because of the Wanda, the optionals for Wanda. Okay, I see that. Doctor Strange both. Okay, don't buy Doctor Strange's uniforms. Stop right there. Do not buy that. And honestly, the Lady Deadpool uniform is only for World Boss Ultimate. And where you should be headed is World Boss Legend. So I would skip over Lady Deadpool as well, as much as I love Deadpool. By the way, in case you guys are wondering what I'm saying, I'm reading his message to me, okay? So he also left me a message saying Yelena as a premium. If you want to consider buying Yelena as a premium, go ahead. But I would honestly rather you purchase Nick Fury. If you're like free to play, because it's only a matter of time before Nick Fury gets an awakened skill or a tier 3, and he's gonna do a lot more for you than Yelena. Yeah, Yelena is a decent DPS for World Boss Legend, and she's great for timeline and AC. Well, better for AC than timeline, to be honest with you. But the day is coming. The day is coming when Nick Fury gets some type of power up, and that 50% attack lead plus his passive, it's just gonna be nuts. And we could see a support type awakened skill from Nick Fury, bro. So I would rather you, if you're gonna buy a premium, either buy Valkyrie or Nick Fury. Valkyrie has more immediate value. You already have Valkyrie. So rank her up. Get her uniform. Okay. He's considering buying Bucky's uniform and Red Guardians. Nah, don't buy those. He's considering buying Luna Snow's uniform. Hopefully the new one. He's trying to get a judgment. If you're trying to get a judgment, the best way is to buy Shang-Chi's legendary battle. And once you do that, just put that one that you get on Human Torch. For 4 months, he's not doing too bad. The hardest part as a new player is getting enough awakening crystals and Mandalay gem fragments, so I can see why he has more tier 3s than awakened characters. All right, ladies and gents, we've been at this for 2 hours. I don't want to bore you guys to death, so we're gonna wrap this thing up right here. Leave your IGN in the comments after the stream is ended. If you want to be featured next week, we'll be back. We'll look at some accounts for an hour and a half, 2 hours if I have the time. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Feel free to smash the like button. Like I said, if we hit 300 likes, we are back every single week until we stop hitting 300. All right, you guys have a good day. I might be streaming tomorrow as well after we return. Wifey wants to go scavenger hunting. Well, nah, she wants to go buy a bunch of stuff and she wants me to wake up early. You know, women, bro. Like, can you wake up at 8 a.m. to take me all over the city so I can buy this, that, and the third? You know, women, bro. Women! Anyways, man. Women. Love you guys, though. Thank you for coming. I appreciate your time. Hopefully I was able to offer some value. And I will catch you guys later.